Peace. This is Insight, Tiltogram Records, another episode of the Chop Shop, y'all. And I got an interesting topic that I want to chop it up with y'all about. Guess who's getting into the cryptocurrency game? Akon. That's right, y'all. Akon. Locked up. That Akon is coming out with his own crypto. It's called Akoin. Akon, Akoin. I thought that was cool. He's coming up with this coin to promote youth entrepreneurship and provide some type of economic stability across Africa. He wants this coin to be used all across Africa. And I think that that's a great idea. Now, here's the kicker. On top of having his own cryptocurrency that he wants used all across Africa, and this is after him doing the Akon solar project where he done brought solar power to like 18 countries in Africa. On top of that, the president of Senegal, which is his homeland, gave Akon 2,000 acres of land for him to develop. And the plan is Akon is developing what's called Akon Crypto City. Of course, they're saying it's going to be a real life Wakanda. Everybody wants to do the Wakanda and try to tug at my heartstrings, but I'm going to stick to the data. But yeah, man. So he's planning a city. He has a smart city planning system, underway, where he plans on building Akon Crypto City. It's going to be 5 minutes from the new international airport, near the coast, just miles from Dakar, the capital city. Kind of what some would consider prime real estate, right? So this currency, Akoin, is going to be the main currency used in this crypto city, this smart city. That's hella forward thinking. And if there's one thing you could say about the brother Akon, so far, the few projects so far, he didn't come out doing 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 or 5 years of talking. He just did. In other words, by the time you heard about the solar project, it was already being funded. It was already underway. He had already put together $1 billion, from got a $1 billion credit line, and it was happening. So he seems to be a brother that doesn't just talk it, but actually does it. So this has me thinking, The coin launches in 2 weeks, by the way. You can get Akoin in 2 weeks. And a little bit less than 2 weeks. And I think this is one of them projects that he already has underway. He already has the land. This brother might be serious in building this next gen city, this smart city, powered by Akoin, which could also be used all across Africa to solve a multitude of problems. That's pretty cool. So what I want to do is show y'all the website. Let's check out the website. We're going to go to the website, and that website is akoin.io. That's akoin.io. Yeah, let's check it out. I dig the logo. I know it's just, an image, but I think that's fresh. It kind of pumped me up, the gold and the Africa. So here's the website. You could sign up here and receive, news and updates, which I did because I want to know when the coin launches. Here's a picture of Akon looking like one of them janky African presidents that done robbed the whole country blind. Just kidding. I really think he's a stand-up brother. I really am inspired by his entrepreneurial endeavors. I think, the dude gonna do something even bigger and bigger and bigger. And I can't wait to see it, and I'm gonna support it because it's a brother. We all Africans, right? We are all Africans, right? Alright. So, moving along. So, let's see. You have here what he calls the problem. And let's read this. Youth entrepreneurs in Africa face real hardships in creating and building businesses. Problems that have hampered sustained development for too long. Global brands likewise face similar challenges that prevent their successful entrance and acceptance on the continent. Over half of Africa's population today is under 25. But despite the improvements smartphone technology and the internet have brought, most still face limited access to global innovation and opportunities. Currency instability and inflation and the lack of banking services are at the heart of the African entrepreneur's dilemma. Challenges in trade and movement of money hamper growth, and the need for access to high quality education and revenue generating opportunities is massive. Alright, and what he touts as the solution. The Akoin ecosystem unlocks the potential of the world's largest emerging economy through the creation of a stable currency and innovative revenue generating opportunities that stimulate and support youth entrepreneurship, economic stability, and growth across Africa and the world. Sounds good, right? So they're going to use these decentralized apps that are going to a degree, for lack of a better phrasing, kind of like run this city. Like it's going to address a lot of branches, a lot of things that involve running a city. You see here, they're going to have apps that address health, education, governance, professional services, content marketing. You know what? There's a better visual down here that I like you to see. This right here, it shows the D-app categories, decentralized app categories, and how they're going to promote economic stability. So you have health, education, and governance. It's going to be all app-based, smartphone, where you're going to be able to health services, education services, causes, charities, citizen and governance, professional services, freelance services, share economy, new crypto jobs, trade schools, access to trade schools via these apps, music sharing, video sharing, marketing and advertising, digital asset services, which when you look at blockchain and what they're about to do with their way of form of like a new way of like copywriting, a new way of registering your content and how to manage those rights, infrastructure and support, solar power, internet, Wi-Fi, of course, technology services, land and property services, all through apps. These app categories, financial services, established credit. I'm going to talk about that. Remittances, transfer, micro lending. We'll touch on that. Financial asset services, the crypto base. It's going to act as a digital currency. You'll use your mobile phone, minutes trading, get cash in and cash out. So you can check the site out again. There's an image of the, I don't know if this is an actual planned design, but it looks fresh as I don't know what, right? Crypto City, right? 100% crypto-centric city with Akoin at the center of transactional life. I really want to see this happen. Here you got Akon as the chief visionary, Ryan Scott, chief executive officer, founder and CEO of ICO Impact Group. Not sure who that is. John Karas, I don't want to mispronounce anyone's name, as the president. Lynn Liss as the chief operating officer. All right, y'all. So go check it out. Akoin.io. Get more information. Sign up, because I think it's going to be dope. Like how he's talking about addressing certain issues, like one of the things that's big now, or that's coming into play now, is micro lending, right? You know what I mean? Here we might be familiar with payday loans, but payday loan is a predatory loan, astronomical fees. You will fall down that rabbit hole and never come out. All right? It's predatory lending, and no matter how many times you do it, no matter how many times you take out a loan and pay it back on time and pay them their interest, you don't establish any credit. None whatsoever. So that's an issue, I would imagine, in, third world countries all across Africa. It's an issue here with black people here. Listening to Byron Allen. Byron was one of the biggest contributors to the Obama campaign, and so he had some access, some say-so. He could get in Obama's ear. And one of the things he got in his ear about was when the banks needed bailing out and the president was ready to bail out the banks, it said that he got in Obama's ear, like, instead of bailing them out, you need to audit these banks. Audit them so you can see that they don't give black people loans. They don't give black people loans. We can't get no credit. How you gonna get a house? How you gonna start a business? How you gonna, get some investments? How you gonna set yourself up for the future? How you gonna build legacy? We all know that we've been cut out, disenfranchised when it comes to lending and when it comes to economic inclusion. And he got on Obama about that. It didn't happen, but the brother did speak up. For those that want to call him a sellout, the brother did speak up. But anyway, going back to what I was saying. So imagine this scenario where you have this blockchain platform, this Akoin ecosystem, and they're going to do their financial institution, whoever it be. How is Akoin going to be worth anything? How are they going to be able to lend people money? Well, I don't know if the coin is going to be mineable, but that's one way it'll be mined through computers. If you understand that process, you can go and do your own research on that. We don't have to go into that. Another way is, of course, by people buying, selling, and trading in the coin, just like Bitcoin and other coins out there, and that will increase that coin's market cap. Boom. So let's say you have this blockchain format, which is essentially a ledger. It's a digital ledger, right? It's a record, right? That's what it is. It's recording data, and this ledger is supposed to be immutable, I mean it can't be changed. It has all kind of ways to do verification. So whereas opposed to when you go into these banks and you got to bring your birth certificate, your social security card, 2 forms of picture ID, and your rental agreement, your deed, whatever else they're asking for you to verify that it's you. There's already things in place in these blockchain platforms to where there's verification going on via the transactions. It's way more complicated than I'm making it seem. Again, you can go and research that. But like I'm saying, so let's say you got these let's use Akoin. You got this Akoin system, right? And it got a nice market cap. Now they're lending. You need to establish credit. So let's say they lend you $100, like kind of like a payday loan. Like, you can't make payments. It's just a lump sum. So you get $100. You pay that back on the due date. You pay them its interest. Boom. Let's say you do that a few times. This is being recorded on that digital ledger. It's being recorded. Transactions are verifiable. It can't be corrupted. Can't nobody, mess with it. You have this good solid record of you borrowing money, paying it back on time. Now, you could use this as a means of establishing credit if that ecosystem, agrees to that, which he's talking about doing. So that ecosystem will look at that and say, hey, okay, this person done took out 10 loans of $100, $1,000, whatever. He paid everyone back on time, and we're going to consider this as established credit. And now with that, maybe he wants to borrow $250, $500, so we can loan him that and allow him to make payments. You see what I'm saying? Without the predatory fees, without the astronomical fees, because all the fees, the money that they're charging you, say payday loans, and you wonder why it's so high, and they're telling you you're incurring these fees because they have to cover the cost of this and cover the cost of that, and whatever it is, blockchain eliminates a lot of that. So the fees are going to be a lot lower, and that's cool. You see how that could help a lot of people? You see how that could help a lot of people establish credit? And then when you establish credit, it still may take a minute, but let's just say, thinking farther down the line, now you have this system that works, and now when you go to one of these big banks, or now when you go to one of these legacy banking institutions and apply for a loan or something like that so you can lift yourself up, you have established some credit. Something that you will never do with, say, a payday loan, and a lot of these other micro lending institutions. You don't establish any credit, so that's cool. And how he's talking about using these apps for, governance and, healthcare and, revenue sharing for the people that create the apps. He say he's looking for brands. You know what I mean? This is probably way down the line. Maybe this is a 10-year project or so, down the line. But this is big. This is very forward thinking. And when it comes out, I'm going to invest. I personally like investing in crypto. I know it's volatile. I know the risk, but I've been watching the market for years. And it's something that I don't see is going to go away. It's something that I believe it has, value. I'm with that. And I think this is going to be a good investment for a lot of people. That's not going to be too expensive. I don't know what the coin's price initially is going to be, but it might not be, as crazy as say a Bitcoin, or something like that. Who knows? Remember when Bitcoin came out, it was a few cents, So who knows? Look where it is now. Around over $6,000. So it's not a pipe dream. Like, it's really possible this could happen with Akoin. So I want to see it happen. I want to see the brother build this city. I believe in you, Akon. I really do, man. Like I say, you seem to walk it, not just talk it. I don't even see you talking until you already walking, and that's dope. So Akon Crypto City and the Akoin, look out for it. All right, 2 weeks. They say that the coin is going public. You can go to akoin.io. That's AKOIN.io. Sign up for the newsletter. Stay up with it. Anybody got any thoughts on this? I would love to hear what other people think about this. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. All I want to do is share information with y'all. That's what I do, and I've been running from this for too long. So when I find something interesting, I just want to share it with the people. So again, I'm your brother Insight, Tiltogram Records. Thank you for watching the Chop Shop. Peace.